I just told you I was bad at that. Yeah.
20.
Pass.
5.
That's pretty bad.
Evasion count?
Yep.
Yes,
right.
it does.
I just feel a summer breeze.
Summer breeze.
33 necrotic damage.
Oof.
As the Dark Knight throws this ice-cold black orb into the center of the room. And it explodes. Oh, actually, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Zook also needs to make that save.
He can do it.
He's real good at deck saves. And he has evasion. Oh.
Oh.
Does he have any lucky tokens?
Nope.
Not anymore.
He no longer has unbelievable luck.
Yeah, that's not. So 33 damage, you said?
Yep, apply that necrotic damage to Zook as well. He's just on the outer reach of that blast. So Kelian and Nath feel the chill from it, but they don't actually get affected.
Academically, that is a his save was a 13, but yeah.
And then he takes the bonfire damage.
4d8. That's a d10. (21) fire damage.
Okay.
Man, we should make people sit in this spell more often. This is a good spell.
It's going to bring us to Kelian.
Hey. I'm going to clean up out here. Shoot
Okay.
Method Man.
I guess I should put them on the turn order where they go.
Does a 16 do?
16, I believe not, but let me double check, because I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. 16 does not.
Alright, I'm
You
going to
got
put
that
some
Bard
Bard
Sauce?
Sauce. Yeah, I'm going to put Bard Sauce.
Okay.
So that is a 21.
21 will do it.
Okay.
That's another even Riot could love.
9 damage.
For 9 damage.
Man, I'm useless without sneak attack.
Zeus
Don't
is
these
Wait, what
things
were you
have 1
shooting?
HP?
Hmm?
Don't these things have 1 HP?
No.
No, those are the red mans.
The little
Okay.
skittering bastards have
Yeah.
1 HP. These guys have a lot more than 1.
Okay.
Moving or staying put, Kelian?
I like it outside of the room. Being outside of the room, good.
What are you talking about? This is where we're having the most fun.
I'm a scorpion.
These guys can move 30 feet. So you see a couple of the skittering bastards come from around the corner. Down the hallway. They're all having difficulty moving down this hallway because this beam of light is in the way. For some reason, I did not plan in my notes at all for the contingency of shining this beam of light down this hallway, so...
Good on us.
I was thinking when I explained earlier it was going to be difficult terrain that it would be purely an academic thing, but no, it's actually... Zook's turn. Is Zook going to stay keeping this door
Yeah.
open?
Yeah.
Okay, White Knight is exploded. Now it's Nath's turn.
Bigby's sword placing hand?
Okay, just move it up and place it in its hand.
Yep.
All right, I need the 3 of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That was a con save, okay.
This one's a con save, yes.
Hey,
I
that's
got
20.
I got a regular 20.
I got a 15.
15, not going to do it. But once again, I'll give you the full damage, and you guys can half it as necessary.
Mm-hmm.
20 points of necrotic damage.
That didn't do it.
32 points of radiance.
That one did.
And you're blown 20 feet away.
How are you,
And
how you
Mahogany
doing
is
there?
blown through the door, transforming midway into Mahogany.
How are you doing there, Riot? On hit points.
She's bloodied, but actually she's,
I can. How much of that was? How much was there right there?
I just took 26.
I can put 18 of that into the ward.
Okay. I'll
And
give
an
myself 15 back
explosion
then.
appears in paint on the wall. Another large yin-yang
And-
pattern.
Then, as my action, we're gonna put a fireball right here.
So you're gonna try to blow all these people up?
Yep, they get to make DC 19 reflex save, dexterity saves.
Listen, if it happens again, you're
I love
ejected
you.
from the game.
Into a way better 4th edition game.
Tired of
Liberation-
explaining this to you week after week. Let's see, I've got a 19.
That is the DC.
The 2 big guys passed, the 2 little insect bastards failed.
$26 fire damage, half on a save.
Okay. So 13. And these guys both explode into bursts of acid. So let me do their fire damage, then we'll do their acid damage.
Can I get another little marker for the hand? Is it still around?
Yeah, you can just grab this little one here if you want.
Okay.
That's hand now.
Unless damage can destroy it, because it was just at the flash
No.
of that explosion.
I don't think so. Let me see. I think you can disintegrate it. I don't think you can actually like take damage otherwise.
And they pass their acid saves. So the 2 little squirrely bastards explode on impact of this fireball. The other 2 guys...
Oh no,
continue to march
damage
forward.
can destroy it. It has 136 hit points. So how much did it just take?
It didn't take 136.
No.
It just took 52.
Okay.
And is Nath ending his turn there?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to bring us back to Liberation.
Liberation quite literally sees the writing on the wall and runs the fuck out of the room.
Okay?
Good. Good jokes.
And Mahogany, you're staying put?
Me? Can I do? Can I take an action?
It's your turn.
I'm just. That seems awfully presumptive of you.
I mean,
I'm
you were
going to
blown
use my
prone.
my sick ass
you
wand
didn't-
of lightning.
You didn't get blown that far back, though, because you were up here.
I was. Oh, 20 feet is.
20 feet.
Yeah,
I
those are 10 foot
They're now
squares.
5-foot squares.
So
yes.
you use
Yeah,
half
foot
your movement to
squares.
stand up, and then you can move out.
I'll move out. And can I get there? Yeah, I can get literally exactly there.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, wand of lightning.
Okay. What is
Let's
that?
get these mans. I need dex saving throws.
Well, which one do you get? 'Cause you attacking a
I
lot.
want to
right?
get the one like that's right in front of me, like
Okay.
that one, not on the other line.
That's a really low saving throw, so you probably just electrocuted him.
Yeah.
How much damage? Who the hell gave you
Whoa.
a wand of lightning? That seems irresponsible.
That was irresponsible. Remember the time I used it while I was a bear? 27 lightning damage. And it ignites flammable objects that aren't worn or carried.
Okay, that's not going to have anything to do here. He's carrying a sword and his javelins and stuff, but and then it's staying put there.
Yeah, I'm good here.
Riot,
I literally can't
I'm going
move.
to level with you.
Yeah.
If you don't leave this room, you're going to get exploded on.
No, I know. Riot cannot. she's like crumpled in a heap on the opposite end of the wall as like the wall where all this stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
So she scrabbles to her feet and staggers out of the room. And I have to
Right, you might want to use your action to pull Zook out of the way and close the door.
I have to use my second action to leave the room.
That's no good.
That's no good for Zook, yeah.
Zook's not in the room for purposes of explosion. He's not in danger of being.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so half, then 15, then I'm, and I have to difficult terrain, so I can get about there.
So
Yeah.
Half a moment after you leave the room, there's another explosion inside of radiant and necrotic energy swirling around.
I
Actually,
need
Riot-
damage for the
Riot
hand.
ends up here, so she can high five Nath after that
Oh, you
explosion.
need damage for the hand?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just give you the grand total, because it doesn't matter what kind it is, right?
Yep.
No.
20, 30,
Yeah, I'd be dead.
50, 58.
Okay.
And it's still up.
110. 110 out of 138.
Riot high fives Nath.
That high fives back with his hand in the snake glove, and the hand does the same thing.
Kelian,
I was gonna
you're
say
up.
if you wait a minute, you can high five Nath way radder.
All right, that
I'm
one
gonna
looks
shoot
more. That one's less injured than the other one. This one down here is on its last legs. This one here is not yet bloodied.
All right, I'll kill the one that's about to.
That's
Whatever.
the one that Mahogany just lit up with a wand of lightning.
Yeah, now he's about to get a bolt in his neck. Maybe.
Bolt
I don't
of
want to be
lightning.
presumptive.
Don't want to be presumptuous.
Well,
Yeah, I rolled a 6 again.
yeah.
16 still doesn't do it, huh?
16
Nah.
does not do it. Shock
Well, think
wave.
about it this way: it wouldn't have done your sneak attack anyway.
I'm out of bard sauce too.
Moving or staying put?
Stay put.
Okay.
Zook yells out, "Go hide behind a wall! I did it all the time!"
Mahogany, you're in Genasi form, right?
Yeah. I have taken 5 damage.
Let's start with you because I like you more. I've got a 16
Nope.
and a 15.
Nope. Not anymore.
Nath.
Mhm.
I'm not even going to tell you because those are just really low numbers. These guys start whipping javelins at you. Nath and Mahogany being in the front of the pack here, you definitely sidestep these things. They clatter on the ground next to you. So they're advancing slowly, taking advantage of the fact they're now in javelin range. That's going to bring us to Zook.
Zook is going to saunter out of the door frame.
He's going to
Let the door
saunter?
close. Yeah.
Have we ever actually known Zook to saunter?
Yes.
I feel like he might be taking creative liberties with McLean's character.
Let's snipe a Method Man.
Okay. Edgar doesn't approve of that.
Well, too bad. I rolled a 25.
Okay. Again, this one here is the one that's less injured. The one on the south here.
That's totally fine.
Okay.
Let's see. It's D8 plus 6. That's 5 plus 6. It's 11.
11 to hit.
11 damage.
Did you-
Oh, to hit, it was
25, you said.
Yeah,
25. Yeah.
What are you hitting it with? Your lightning punch?
That's Zook.
Oh, it's
shooting
Zook,
a
that's
bow.
right.
Shooting an arrow.
Okay, and it was how much damage?
That was 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay, that one is now bloodied. And is he ending his turn there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Nath.
Bonus action to bring the hand out. I can get it about here as the door's closing.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and let this one make a DC 19 Constitution save.
I don't
Frostbite.
think it can do that. No, it absolutely
Try.
cannot do that. It did try.
So it takes 29 cold damage, and it gets disadvantage on its next weapon attack.
No, it doesn't, 'cause it's dead.
That's the end of Nath's turn.
Okay, it's going to bring us back to Liberation.
Liberation looks up, sees the last guy, and then just goes, "Ah!" Crunch.
When you're keeping in mind that's difficult terrain.
He's a monk.
He's a monk.
I know, I'm
He's
just
got
making
the-
sure he knows.
30, 40.
Just take the wall.
That's right, he can take the wall.
I can take the wall. Yep. And dive kick.
Dive kick! Can't believe
Did
they
they ever
never
get-
got lobbies.
I was about to say, did they ever get real
No.
net play in that game?
No. I mean, the net play's
shame.
fine, it just doesn't have lobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21 hit
21 does hit.
for
Such a waste.
14 damage.
14. Okay,
And key point to dodge.
key point to dodge. It's going to bring us to Mahogany.
Let's make it real unpleasant to stay in front of Liberation. Create Bonfire, which is a spell that I absolutely have.
Doing it. It's
Dex
what?
saving throw.
Dex save. These guys roll crap on their saves, man. How does a 6 do?
Nope.
Nope.
No, that's not going to do it. And so it's going to take some nice damage.
This guy's not made of plate armor either. He's going to burn real nice.
He's going to burn beautifully. As soon as I can find 4 d8s. There they are.
In the bag? Yeah. I was about to say, in the bag.
25 fire damage.
He burns to death.
Whew.
Liberation
Fist bump.
collapses against the wall, fist bumps the big B hand, and then just starts laughing. Looks to Riot and Nath and says, "That was fun."
Yeah. Who wants
I
a
gotta
1 minute
say-
rest?
This was a
You think-
way better room.
Do you think that counts as a nightmare?
Yeah.
What we just did in there counts as a nightmare.
So, I mean, Riot, looking at your, like, one of your arms It feels real weak. Like you've been sleeping on it for 12 hours, like all pins. The other one feels like
Like
it's
a
just
Popeye
been
arm.
working out for hours. Just like you feel the burn of the muscles in there.
It's like
the most
bizarre
tennis experience.
like tennis player arm. You know,
Yeah.
like tennis players have that one giant arm and one normal one.
That's what.
Except it's kind of one normal arm and one withered one.
All right.
You made me of happy. With this.
Well, I'm in the right mood for it, I guess. Who wants a 1 minute rest?
Liberation raises his hand. Ooh, me, pick me.
Alright, let's see, what spell slots do I have left? Okay, I guess I'll cast this at 4th level. Yeah. Gotta get me d6s. Where'd they all go? 1, 2.
I have missed 2
4,
calls from my
5,
mom.
6,
I will call her back.
8.
Be right back, guys.
Mm-hmm.
9, 10, 11.
I could use 5 of that, Riot.
Sure. I don't even know what I'm picking up anymore. I've lost count of the dice.
They could pick up.
Well, it'll
20.
tell you when you highlight them.
Yeah, it's true. I'm just gonna. Whoops. Well.
That's fine. It's okay.
Alright. This is cool. Just.
Nothing is broken.
I'm starting to hate the spell a little bit. Just a little.
Sorry, it's the end of the campaign. You won't have to worry about it for much longer.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay.
Those dice are gonna go flying everywhere.
I don't know how many dice this is. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, I need 3 more.
Up here in the corner.
Okay. It's a great spell, don't get me wrong. Just the bookkeeping is a little much.
It's meant for a character that doesn't exceed a full spell slot.
Right.
Yeah. This is 127. Riot needs a lot of that.
Liberation needs a lot of that.
I'm giving Riot 50 of it. Now we're at 77.
Liberation will take 40 instead of 50.
Didn't Zook get hit pretty hard once?
He did, and so that's why I'm saying we should give the
Okay,
rest to
then we
Zook.
get 37 for Zook.
So, fun
Zook
fact
needs
about
it
that
badly.
encounter.
Uh-huh.
The intention was to make you fight the 2 Death Knights
Uh-huh.
and wear them down. But putting one's weapon in the other's hand was just too good of an idea to not improv into a massive explosion.
So how much hit points was left over?
37 for Zook.
37. Okay, so 68 of 160.
And Zook compliments you. He tells you you're almost as good as this as Eric was.
Wait, this
Riot
is a bard spell, so there's
Riot
no
is
fishy scent,
left
right?
speechless with anger. What?
This is a bard spell, so there's no fishy scent, right?
Zook doesn't
Right.
quite know the difference between a bard spell and a
Yeah.
cleric spell.
Yeah. That's probably what Zook says. He says, lacks that certain something, though. No fish smell.
Alright. What's everybody's resources at? Like spell slots and key points and things.
It's not doing too bad. I'm at a 3rd. I've used a 4th and a 2nd. And my 8th.
I'm
But that's a
down
lot of
4
stuff on
slots, but they're all mid-level. I got a bunch back when I took that short rest.
Liberation
Kelian is
got
doing
his
very
key points.
well.
I've still got
Yeah.
all my
I'm back.
I've still got all my big spells and a bunch of small.
No,
How's Liberation doing?
you're out of your big spells. One of those
How's
big
Liberation
spells.
doing?
Liberation got all his key points back with that short rest, so he's down only 2 right now.
Okay, how about
And
Mahogany?
Really wounded.
I only burned one of my wild shape charges, so I'm good.
Okay.
So we're doing really good, actually.
So what's next?
Did you give me that 5 HP, by the way?
No, we didn't.
Took it.
What the f...
Zook took it.
God... Zook took it? He's not even a player character.
I know, and I'm mad at him now because he insulted me. Next time, Zook gets nothing, and you get everything Zook would have had.
Thank you.
I'll go ahead and prick my finger on the door and say, "Become one voice among many."
Hey, go ahead and reduce your max HP by 1.
Oh god.
I say I just make a bonfire in that room, which turns out is a spell I have, and we just leave.
Opening the door, looking inside. This room is lit as well, like the room that you just left. You've got the sconces along the wall with the glowing torches in them. a little bit colder in this room than the other halls and rooms that you've moved through. In the center of this chamber, I'm sorry, not the center. The center of the back wall, in this little nook back here, it's kind of cordoned off with like a chest-high marble structure, and it's a basin of water. In the far back wall, in between two torches on either side here, is an angelic figure of a celestial woman, and she's pouring out a jug of water into this fountain. The water looks crystal clear, and it makes a very refreshing, splashing sound as it enters this cold water basin. And just standing in the doorway, you can hear just a myriad of voices. Like, imagine a whole baseball stadium of people all whispering to one another. That's the sound of this room. But it's not a deafening, it's not like a cacophony, because you can still hear the water being poured out of the jug.
Okay. Refresh my memory.
Mm-hmm.
In the... What was the name of that room? In A Celebration in Sunlight.
Yeah.
Were those basins empty?
They were empty.
Alright, so it's clear that this is one thing we have to do. But I don't really fancy the idea of going in there.
Well, guess what? Let's not.
Mhm.
And I'll cast Shape Water.
Oh. Anyone got a thing to put it in?
I can just make it float in front of me.
Okay.
Is that a PHB spell, or is that an elemental evil
Cantrip.
spell? So, well, yeah, but like, what book is it from?
Oh, it's from the original, I think.
Okay.
Really sounds like an elemental evil spell.
It does.
You attempt to shape water, but it doesn't
Yeah.
work. The spell goes off, but the water does not respond. Make an...
Charisma saving throw.
No, make a religion check, because you're a druid.
Alright. Unfortunately, I didn't pick that skill, character creation. I picked.
Actually, you know what? Make a religion or a nature check as a druid.
Oh, I took that one!
One of either one.
That's a 16.
He's so
16.
excited.
Your first thought is that this is some kind of like abjuration bullshit that Nath is always going on about, like the water has wards or something you can't control. But then you think, no, there's something much more simple at play. The spell I'm using will work on water, so that must not be water.
Cool. Actually, that makes perfect sense, because that's literally what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I say, it's somehow not water. Maybe it's some kind of horrible acid, because we're in demon hell.
Hold on.
Devil
Nath,
hell, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Devil
Nath-
hell.
Nath, you still got the hand?
And when
No,
I say devil
the
hell,
1
I'm
minute
sorry,
of
I'm literally
healing
apologizing to the
Ate
wall.
up the duration, but I can just mage hand my water skin into it.
Okay. How
So I'll
far
do
does the
that.
mage hand go?
30 feet. That's why I said hold on. Oh, I will have to
Okay.
step into the doorway at least. Yeah, so I'll drink the rest of my water skin and use mage hand to try and dip it under the surface of the liquid.
Okay, and it does so.
Let it fill up and
Okay.
bring it back.
You bring it back.
Can you keep your big, stupid hand holding this door?
It only lasts a minute.
So right now, Nath, you're standing in this doorway looking into this room holding the full water skin.
The hand's holding the water skin. I haven't picked it up myself yet.
And okay, mage hand is next to you though.
Yep.
Still in the doorway. Okay, now what?
Well, I'll take a step back, and
Okay.
I'll motion for everyone to move away from the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
as Zook clears it, I will bring the mage hand back as it starts to close.
Okay, you bring the mage hand back, and it's still holding your water skin.
All right.
Can
now we
you,
got some water.
Can somebody prestidigitation any liquid that might...
No, that's not my jam.
I guess
I
I can. It's not a concentration spell, is it? Okay.
I can. What do you need to do?
Just dry off the outside, so if there's any acid...
Oh, yeah. Riot does that.
Okay. Is anybody keeping the door open at this point, or are you letting it close?
I think we let it close.
Okay.
Zook moved
And
out.
then I will reach over to the water skin, take it in my own hand, and stopper it.
And you stop her up.
And put it back on my belt.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay, so
Nothing about that seemed too nightmarish, but
Well, nobody went in the room.
Yeah.
so what did we accomplish?
So
hell of a story.
we turned off the engine.
Up to 3 potential nightmares.
We split the veil between life and death.
Right.
And then we
Literally.
got some water for ourselves. I think that's pretty good.
Well, I want to be clear here. We didn't get some water for ourselves. We got some liquid for ourselves.
That's true. And it's not even for ourselves, really. It's for those basins in the celebration of sunlight. But we got something.
Do we
Wait,
want to try
which
and do
one's the
anything
celebration
with
of
these?
sunlight?
That was the center room with the 5-pointed star on the basins. That was
Oh,
like
okay.
blindingly radiant.
No,
Do we
yeah,
wanna
no, this
try-
makes perfect sense to me.
Do
It's
we
where the
wanna try
lock.
and do any- Sorry.
It's where the locks used to be.
Right, so we're putting the water in there, and that counts as one of the locks. Got
That's
it.
what I think.
Makes sense to
Do
me.
we want to try and do anything with this beam of radiance before heading back?
No, I like it where it is.
No, that beam of
Well,
radiance
he got
is
healed
gonna
up
real
fine. I
deep
can shoot
one.
at Zook again. I'm just joking, Zook.
Let's go talk to the keeper.
I would never shoot radiant light
What's
at
the
you
deal with this
on
sanctuary?
purpose.
Is it still here?
That's there for 8 hours.
Okay. Well, that's a gold door there, right?
Oh, right. Okay. Riot will open this one. She says the permission giver.
All right, reduce your maximum hit points by 1 as you press your thumb. The door. We can get rid of both of these guys. Oh, I didn't mean to grab Nath there. I just manhandled Nath. Now I feel dirty. You step back into the room with just the giant gelatinous mass of flesh and bone and muscle up on this high ledge, and some of its eye stalks come down. Some of its fingered tendrils snaking along the walls of the room over to the door as it closes behind you. And the keeper
Hey, nice
asks
to meet you.
Well, you met him last time you came through this room.
Oh. We just kind of... I was in a hurry then.
Yeah.
And it asks you, what have you accomplished?
We've ended at least 2 nightmares. We undid the threads. We sundered the veil between life and death. And we saw a room of water and decided not to go in there.
Alright, I want to be clear again. It wasn't water.
Right. We saw a room of liquid and decided not to go in there. Whispers and liquid. Might come back for that one later. Not sure yet.
And it asks you why you feel these are worthwhile accomplishments.
Because 2 nightmares and no more.
Do the rest of you have anything to add, or just letting Riot leave it at that?
We stopped the suffering and prolongment of life unnaturally of some 50 souls.
I mean, yeah, that one I buy.
You see some of the tendrils retreat back along the walls and snake back up to the top of the platform. And it says, I believe the Master will be greatly displeased with your actions. How shall we explain what you have done?
If he doesn't want the pieces to get damaged, then he shouldn't play a game.
That's really good.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one's going to top that.
All in the game.
And it asks, what if in his displeasure the Master decides to punish me for your trespasses?
That seems
would
unlikely.
That would be unlawful. That would be... Yeah, to punish you for something we did is... I mean, you would rightly go ahead and blame it all on us.
And specifically, you were assumedly working within the designs of his game when you told us to go through.
After all, you didn't give us permission to go back there. We're asking you permission to go other places. Back there, we got the word from Edwina, not you.
And the whole time you're giving these explanations, his eye stalks and tendrils are retreating further away from you, kind of like a turtle going back into his shell.
Mm-hmm.
And then a gate opens in the corner of the room. And a pair of ice devils step out of it. And the permission giver says, "It is a risk I cannot take. I will have to kill you."
Oh, come on.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
I want everybody to remember that here on Beator, these devils can gate in more devils.
Mm-hmm. I haven't forgotten.
Not right through that door, though. We have a private sanctum up.
Oh, they don't need to go through the private sanctum. They just open a gate and bring them in, which is what this giant monstrosity has just done. Riot.
10.
10?
I
Kelian.
rolled a 5.
19.
That's more like it. Except you didn't go before them, so not really.
And Liberation.
Liberation is on a 10.
10?
10.
Dice have more numbers than that, guys. Nath?
Don't worry, it's coming.
Nath at 15.
Mahogany?
Mahogany asks at 14.
And Zook.
23.
Good on him.
Zook knew this was happening.
Bear with me just a second here. So yeah, the gate opens and the two ice devils menacingly step out as the thing's eye stalks and tendrils retreat up. So to just remind everybody the layout of the room, the open space in the bottom, this big rectangle, is wide open. This is you go underneath this giant platform, and it's about maybe 15 or 20 feet above the ground. There's no access to it. There's no ladders or stairs or anything like that. It's just this large stone platform inlaid into the walls far above your heads, which this creature resides on. And this creature seems to take up most of the mass of that platform. And it does, as it recedes, it feels almost fearful as these ice devils step out menacingly. Where do you want Zook at, it being his turn and whatnot?
Zook? Did he get left behind somewhere?
I just put him back in the room there.
Oh, he's tiny.
I don't know why he's tiny.
Yeah, actually, that's probably a good position for him right there.
Okay, well, it's his turn.
Arrowed. Actually, no. Wait, with Zook? No.
Zook,
if these
Zook
guys
could go invisible.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. If he would know that these things would be able to see him anyway.
He fought devils.
It's true.
What do you mean they'd be able to see him anyway?
If they if they can see through his magical invisibility. Fuck it, whatever.
I mean,
Would he know that?
you would
he
need
know
true
that?
sight, not blind sight for that, and they don't have true sight.
Lulupihu Luluwile.
He pieces out.
Yeah, he's gonna wait for a more opportune moment to strike.
Okay.
I just want to let you know I wasn't going to let you use that without saying the word, so I'm really happy.
I wasn't either. I'm glad you initiative.
Hey, that one's for you, McLean.
Nath. I'm lair actioning you.
Yep.
Please
Rude.
give me a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
Wow.
Let's see here. No, that's a no.
Okay, you are restrained. An eye stalk from the side of the room peers down at the group and then fires this ray of energy at Nath. And you feel your muscles start to stiffen, your bones start to knit together as petrification begins taking hold. So you're restrained now. On your next turn, you will remake that save to see if we turn you into a statue. And then it is Ice Devil's turn.
Oh no.
I'm going to be charitable and say that they are already aware that Mahogany is the greatest threat.
That sounds unlikely. I don't even have plus 17 to concentration saves.
20 feet in diameter. Can I get all three of you with a 20 feet?
With a 20 feet diameter?
Yeah, something like this.
That's a 10-foot diameter, buddy.
Yep.
No, it's 20 foot.
No, that's a 20 foot diameter.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they're
20-foot
10-foot
radius.
squares.
Oh, yeah.
As one of the Ice Devils magically creates an opaque wall of ice in this hemispherical dome up over the three of you, locking you inside. You cannot see through it, and it seems pretty solid. That was this. Let me mark down that he's used that because he can't do that again. Oh,
Good to know, thanks.
He can if he recharges. And the other one. Yeah, he can get to Riot. Riot.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a dome or a wall?
It's wall of ice, but it takes the shape of a hemispherical dome.
A hemispherical dome. Got it.
Yes.
Thanks.
So it's... You're in an
Okay.
igloo. He made you an igloo.
He made us a nice igloo, yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
That's very nice of him.
Riot, I've got a 19.
Yep.
I got a 21.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a 23.
Those all hit.
Okay. We will start with the bites. $13 points of piercing damage,
Mm-hmm.
plus 10 points of cold damage.
Okay. I don't resist anything but lightning, so just give me the total.
Okay. The claws. 11 slashing plus 11 cold, so 22 from the claws.
Hmm.
And the tail. $22 from the tail. Combination of bludgeoning and cold damage.
Okay.
So one of them traps half your group in this igloo. The other one closes in on Riot and begins to murder her. Kelian, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to hold an action.
Okay.
As soon as this ice wall dissipates, I'm shooting with ice devil.
So as soon as you have a clear shot through the ice wall when it comes down.
Mm-hmm.
So you're putting a
And
lot of
it's
faith
coming
in
down.
your companions right now. You're sure it's
I
coming
can't do it. I literally can't do anything else.
Okay.
I can run around in circles.
Nath, what's your plan to bring down the ice wall?
If anything.
Quick question over the mind link. Liberation, do you have the wall?
I got the wall.
Alright, ready in action.
Hey, what's the trigger? What's the action?
Once the ice wall is down, I am going to cast Wish to spoof Holy Aura.
Holy Aura?
Yep.
Okay.
What kind of spell is Wish? Is that...
Wish is a wizard spell, but it lets me cast a spell from any spell
I know,
listed.
what's school? It's Conjuration.
Oh, I think it... Is it Conjuration?
Yep, I just looked it up.
Okay.
The trick of using Wish is that no matter what spell you're mimicking, it also will cast as Conjuration
Yeah.
purposes of like triggering plan or shit. But Conjuration is usually okay on various planes.
I get touched by an angel.
So as soon as he brings the igloo down, you're going to use this Holy Aura.
Yep.
All right, Mahogany, you're also in the igloo.
Yeah. I don't know where the fuck that Ice Devil is, but I do know that there was one of them in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and do a nice old sunbeam.
Sunbeam. You don't need line of sight for Sunbeam?
I shoot it out from my hand, and it's going to go right through this igloo as well.
It will if you do enough damage, I would think.
Yep.
What kind of damage is it?
It is radiant.
Radiant.
And it's specifically sunlight.
I'm just double checking, because there's a lot of rules about this wall of ice and what kind of damages work on it. Okay, so you're going to blast a 5-foot wide, 60-foot line in the wall. Go ahead and roll the damage first, because you literally can't miss the wall. Yeah,
not so much a 60-foot line as the 5-foot wide. I can't curve it.
Oh, and I'll also throw in a mind link. Oh, and be careful if you break the still free, even after the ice is gone.
I can say, sorry, you dropped out of the mind link for a second there. Could you say that again?
Be careful if you break the surface of the dome, it'll still freeze you if you move through it.
Okay, 24 radiant damage.
24. Okay, and you concentrate the sunlight on the wall, and by the time the spell is diminished, you've burned most of the way through this wall of ice. And it's thicker than you imagined, and there's still a sliver of solid ice left in front of you.
Alright, next turn.
Liberation, you're up.
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to take out one little chunk of it. I'm going to knock the whole thing down because I'm going to use the Staff of Thunder and Lightning's Thunderclap ability.
Alright, well don't hit me with that.
I have no choice in that. Everybody within 60 feet of me has to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's everybody. That's even Zook.
Well, doesn't the wall block line of effect?
Yeah.
Does
I think it
block
will
line
matter
of
unless it
effect?
counters the wall, right?
Well, maybe
Doesn't
not.
say it blocks line of
I would
effect.
say if it kills the wall, then it would damage you. The same as my sunbeam.
What a waste of a
Problem
net.
is-
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. If it's enough damage to bring down the wall, then we'll...
Well, I mean, it is like Thunder.
What's your DC on that, Hoss?
17.
Oh, okay, I can beat that.
I rolled a nat 20, because of course I did.
Okay.
Yeah, of course you did.
I'll let you guys know, when I was trying to bring down the wall, he's being real smug about this. I didn't shoot everyone.
Hey, Liberation has been hit by friendly fire so many times over the course of this campaign.
He's just
It's
a
only
little-
fair.
Just a little ball of anger at this point.
I mean, he's a 60-foot ball of anger.
Unfortunately, that 60-foot ball of anger is only going to deal 4 points of damage.
Wait, what? You talk shit, and then you do 4 damage?
So what kind of damage was that? Thunder, lightning, or both?
Thunder damage.
Okay. So chips of the wall fall from the inside as this deafening thunderclap leaves your ears ringing. Cracks form along the surface of it, but you still don't have a hole leading out.
Yeah, and Mahogany turns to the left, mouth agape, he goes, what?
Liberation shrugs.
It's okay. Oh, Nath, I need you to repeat that saving throw as well, by the way.
Is that on my turn or when?
That's at the end of your turn.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the Dexterity 16. So it's
I
after
actually
you
made
cast
that.
your spell. You made that? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I read it in action. I don't think I'm going to be casting a spell here, given the fact that I was kind of hoping you would just dispel the wall.
Your turn still came around, so... Okay, so
Yeah.
you made the second save, and you managed to shrug off the effect, and it's very painful. You feel the pins and needles in your muscles as you manage to flex and stave off that restrained effect. That's no longer in effect. That's going to bring us to Riot. This Ice Devil wants to dance with you.
Yeah. Riot is going to try and... Riot cast Dispel Magic on this ice wall.
There we go.
Yeah,
Which I think a certain somebody else also could have done.
Hey, I got this thing. I'm going to use it.
What level do you cast it at?
4th.
Okay, go ahead and make your spellcasting ability check. DC is 16.
So this is plus... Okay.
That's one thing it
16?
doesn't say in the stat block is what level spell it is for
Nice.
Dispel Magic.
17.
17, and the wall is dispelled. It comes down, so that's going to...
Holy aura. I wish I had prepared... I wish I had brought a powerful cleric with me.
It's going to trigger Kelian's held action first. He's in first in the order. So go ahead and make your shot, Kelian.
Shoot it.
That guy, because he's the closest.
Shoot him.
And also because he's 5 foot next to an ally.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Nope.
Lucky token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so much better.
What'd you
That's
hit?
so much better. That's a nat 20.
Oh, that'll do it. He's within 5
I gave you
feet
these
of-
nice lucky tokens that you can burn.
Yeah.
He's very within 5 feet of Riot.
One would say extremely so.
8. That's the original 9.
Oh, it's completely
4,
academic at this point.
5,
but
6. And here's the last one.
Thank you. And 2 of these.
Yep.
completely academic since we have Rari's up. But anybody who
Oh,
anybody who
jeez.
failed that save.
That is 89 damage.
That's an enormous amount of damage.
Man, fuck off, huh?
He is literally 1 hit point away from being bloodied. If you had done 1 more damage, you would have bloodied him.
And Kelian, quit pulling your punches, man.
Moving or staying put, Kelian?
It was a reaction. I can't move.
Oh, that's right. It's going to trigger Nath's held action.
I wish Eric were here and he weren't such an asshole. Emphasis on the wish. So, Holy Aura, that will hit all of us. Creatures of our choice shed dim light in a 5-foot radius, have advantage on all saving throws, and other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against them. In addition, when a fiend or undead hits a creature with a melee attack that has this aura, it flashes with a brilliant light, and that creature must make a con save or be blinded until the spell ends.
All right.
Lasts for 1 minute.
Now,
That's red as hell.
This is a cleric spell.
Yep.
How did Nath learn of the existence of this spell?
He lives in Sigil.
Sure, but I just want to know the story.
I mean, I think after he learned Wish, he spent some time researching exactly what it would do.
That makes sense. Way to make the story boring as hell. Oh, I did some research.
So, well, I mean, that's
That's Nath.
what else
That's
would I
Nath.
say? So all 6 of you begin glowing with this aura. Did Nath have a god in mind when he mimicked this spell?
Yeah, well,
Liz,
let's go with. No, we're going with Osprey.
Okay.
What?
So you
Slightly
all,
fishy.
you all smell
That
like
god
seaweed
sucks.
now. You're the sushi boys. Mahogany, you didn't have a held action, did you? No, because you sunbeamed.
No, but I do want to point out, just in case it influences what these devils do, that now that it matters, I am very visibly holding a pocket full of sunshine.
Liberation, moving or staying put?
Is this still even my turn? Because that
Yes.
was the spell
It's actually
on,
it's actually Riot's turn.
Yeah, it was Riot's turn.
Well, Liberation used Dispel Magic, and that triggered a bunch of held
no,
actions.
that was Riot.
No, I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
Riot
Riot.
That was
spells.
Riot.
Oh.
Yes, Riot still has the rest
Remember-
of the turn.
Yeah,
Liberation used his
So
staff.
yeah, Riot, moving or staying put?
Moving.
Are
One.
we
I know.
disengaging?
2. I don't have an action to disengage, but he does roll at disadvantage.
Yes, he does.
2, 3.
13 is not going to hit. As he lashes
That
out
does
with his
not
tail.
Does that hit or makes an attack?
That was a good question.
Hits an
Give me
affected
1
creature
second.
with a melee attack.
Hit, okay.
Holy Aura, huh? That's a cool spell.
Rice is like, I'm going to chill out in this corner.
Yeah.
Zook is up.
Zook, what? Failed to save. He's deafened for 1 minute.
He was outside the bubble.
Yeah, no, there was no effect of that spell outside of the igloo. 'Cause
Oh.
it didn't,
Oh, never mind then.
it didn't
He didn't
destroy
take
it.
2 damage, don't worry.
So Zook is invisible, so he rolls this with advantage.
Do it.
That is a 29 to hit.
That'll
Nice.
hit.
So yeah, all of these, except not really.
Half of those.
Yeah, like half.
Some of these.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. I see why you like doing this, McDohl.
Fun.
53 damage.
3. Where's calc.exe here? Now the thing is definitely bloodied. Zook, moving or staying put?
He is going to definitely move a little bit more.
So he's moving underneath the platform?
Yeah.
Zook is no longer invisible, by the way. As soon as you make an attack, that invisibility goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have that
Nath,
great invisibility.
I need you, sir, to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Hey, I have advantage on this. Is it a spell?
It's an I-beam.
Okay. Actually, that's +8, so,
Belief
No.
points. Belief points.
yeah, that's worth a belief point. You're right.
You're not getting any more. Are you sure it's worth it? Is this where you're going to spend them?
2? Yeah.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Nice.
And another ice stalk comes down from behind the platform and zaps you, but does not seem to have any effect at all.
Hell yeah.
We believe we're the best dudes around.
Riot,
Mhm.
I need you. This actually might suck a little bit for Riot.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Here's what happens now. The other one builds its hemispherical wall of ice.
Hmm.
So, Riot, you are smushed up against the back corner of the room with this... How tall is this? A 10-foot high wall of ice.
Yeah.
That you would have to climb up over. I'm going to require strength checks to get up over this slippery-ass wall.
Oh, you think I'm going to be making strength checks, huh?
Are you going to just chill in the corner? Like, literally chill in the corner?
Oh, I hate you.
So, the
I hate you
incredibly
so much.
damaged one here has put up its wall of ice, and it starts to slink away from Nath. Nath, you can use your reaction if you have one.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Might want
Wanted to
board
kill it
something.
before it did that.
This one's just going to beat the hell out of you.
My melee attack is not going to kill it. I didn't take the feat that I can cast spells when that happens.
I did, but I'm over here.
Nath, I got a 1,
That won't do anything.
and I got a 13,
That won't do anything.
and his tail gets a natural 20.
I'm immune to crits.
That's true, you are immune to crits. Good on you.
He gets to make a DC 19 con save.
No problem. I'm gonna deal damage to you first, though.
Sure.
Also, literally
I'm gonna
good on him
do-
because it's his clothes.
13 points of bludgeoning damage from the tail. Plus 10 points of cold damage. And 19 on the con save. I'm sorry, no, 23 on the con save.
Okay.
Now it's Kelian's turn.
Alright. Second burst, same as the first. Held action. Shoot the closest one to me.
Okay.
Once the wall falls.
Nath, how much north?
Nath, you're up.
How high is the ceiling in this room?
Pretty high, because 20 feet above you, you've got this giant platform, and then another maybe 25 feet above that is where the vaulted ceiling starts. So the center of the room, you're looking at maybe 50 or 60 feet all the way up to the top. Very echoey.
Alright, he gets his reaction as I move away.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 25.
Rude.
Not a crit, though. That's going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 11 points of cold from the tail.
Awesome,
slashing
20,
at it.
even 20. Give me 1 second here. Sorry, I gotta figure out exactly where I want to put this. And then we're gonna do a reverse gravity. Zook, Zook, get ready to flip. So that should drop both of them the full distance. It's got 100. It's a 100-foot tall cylinder with a 50-foot radius. Just let me figure out where I want to center it. So if I center it 1, 2. Alright, I'm going to move myself a little bit more so I'm out of it. And that's that entire part of the room. So you walk on the bottom of the platform just fine.
Yeah.
But everybody else is going up.
Okay.
And that's not a saving throw.
See what this does to the keeper.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so let's deal 50 feet of fall damage to both of them.
Oh, the one can probably try and grab onto the... If he has something to grab onto, he can try and make a dexterity save.
Both of them would be within grabbing distance of the platform. So yeah, we'll give them...
So they get DC 19 dex saves. They just fall 20 feet.
Which neither of them pass. So they're going to go all the way to the roof. So we'll apply 5d6 falling damage to them.
And I'm assuming Zook is fine with a 20-foot fall. Rogue.
That's monks.
Yeah.
Don't they have second story work or something?
Oh, he literally does, but
It's not in his stat block. I don't think I gave it that to
No.
him. Maybe I did,
haven't.
but...
But it's a dexterity save?
No, he just falls.
Oh.
It's a dexterity save to grab something, but there's nothing
Yeah.
for Zook to grab.
But he's not falling nearly as
But
far
he's-
as those
Yeah,
guys.
so he's still only taking 2d6 fall damage.
Zook takes 7 points of falling damage.
Ow!
That's the end of Nath's turn.
I guess the question is, do I see the ice devil?
You don't, because you're inside the igloo.
All right.
and that's the second question, which is I'm going to shout to Nath. Where's the devil? Where do I shoot?
Hit the ceiling!
All right.
Directly above where it was.
You got it.
That's Mind Link shouting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
We're
Nat, you're
shouting
staying
at
put
each
right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's Mahogany doing?
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to use my sunbeam.
Yeah, he still got it.
Okay, doing what with it? Trying to shoot out the
Trying
igloo?
to shoot out the shoot at an angle, I guess, this time. Take out the devil on the ceiling now.
That's just a saving throw, right?
It is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I will re-roll the damage to see if I actually kill the igloo this time.
Try to
I
think
rolled low last time.
because you don't actually know where to point the sunbeam. You just have a kind
Well,
of
that's why I asked Nath, but like I'm down with you just saying like, oh, that's not good enough.
make a spell attack roll.
Okay.
Don't make it a disadvantage because the spell usually doesn't require one, but you have a general idea of where this.
I
thing
rolled a
must have
1.
fallen. Okay, so go ahead and roll the damage on the sunbeam.
Oh, I'll burn a hole for us to get out of.
I mean, if you burn a hole big enough for Kelian to shoot through, Kelian will be able to see him at least.
That's 30.
30 points.
Yeah.
And you burn a hole, but when the spell recedes, you just got enough. The wall literally has 30 hit points.
Nice.
You were aiming off, but Kelian, if you move 5 feet in any direction, I will give you a clear angle to fire at this guy up on the roof.
How big's the keeper?
How big's the keeper?
Yeah.
I mean, he's enormous. He takes up pretty much the top of this entire platform.
Can I
How
miss him?
Can you what?
I think at the
Missing?
angle you might not have hit him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
How did the keeper react to being reversed?
He didn't. I mean, some of his stalks are floating up kind of
Okay.
lazily, but...
He's kind of
He's-
wrapped all
he's
around the
gripped
platform. Okay.
All right, that makes sense.
Kelian, take your held action. This hole Kelian is shooting through is big enough for any of you to squeeze through, if you want. You can climb up and out of the igloo with that.
Well, you wouldn't have got your sneak attack anyway.
Yeah, it's a 14.
14 does not do it. That's going to bring us to Liberation.
Okay. I'm gonna
Here, let me
spend 4 key
actually
points.
erase part of this. Oh, that didn't want to erase all of it.
Well, you might want to.
No
anyway,
more
'cause I'm gonna
wall.
Spend
Oh.
4 key points to dispel the wall.
Why? What?
Okay.
Oh, to get Riot out. That makes
yeah.
sense.
Well, it'll damage you if you move through the plane that it was in. Like
Damn
just
right.
Yeah, that's true.
punching through the wall doesn't stop the ice, the cold effect.
So,
Does it give like a spell level for what that dispel magic effect?
3rd level.
Third, go ahead and make a spell casting ability check. Which
Wisdom.
for you, I guess, would be
Yeah.
wisdom. It's a monk ability.
Yeah.
It's charisma.
It's charisma.
No, it's wisdom for him. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a
and
monkey
I
ability,
rolled
wisdom.
like butt.
Looking
It's
for a 16.
He's
caster
well
ability.
short of that.
Caster ability is just the ability score that.
Yeah.
It's just my wisdom. Yeah, no. That's a 7.
A 7, no. So you spend your key points and focus your energy, but unfortunately, the igloo remains.
And I turn to Mahogany and say, "That's why I didn't try that the first time."
I shrug and I say, "Seemed about as effective as the staff."
Riot, I am loath to do this, but we're coming right up on time here. So this will be our last action of the night. We will complete this combat next week. So make it good.
Let's see what an inverted maelstrom looks like.
Riot can't see anything to target it.
Yeah, you can actually, because I mean these guys are floating 50 feet up in the ceiling. All you gotta do is look up.
That's right. Okay.
You can see both of them. They're a considerable distance away from you. We're talking probably like
does
80 feet or so.
Change things a bit.
Maelstrom.
Which one is? You said this one was leaving, and it's more hurt.
This one's severely injured. It looks like it's trying to retreat from the battle. This one has taken very little damage. It looks pissed off more than anything. It's by this point it's picked itself up onto its feet, standing up on this vaulted ceiling, and we don't know what it's going to do next.
Okay. I'm looking at the range of spells because I was going to do a thing. Now they're on the do that, so I'm trying to figure out what the next best thing is. You said they're about 50 feet up?
They're 50 feet vertical from you, and figure 30 feet away from you, the closest one. So you've got, it's a little more than 50 feet. I don't know hypotenuse.
Right. Give me 1 second here, please. Just looking a couple possibilities up.
Sure.
How large would you say a giant ape is?
Giant.
Probably... I would assume it's a large-sized creature, or maybe huge size.
It is huge.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, 15 by 15 foot square, so figure a little less than that.
Okay. I wonder what I would have to do to reach it. So I think Riot's gonna... Yeah, Riot's gonna cast...
It.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Riot's gonna cast Polymorph. Well, yeah, that's gonna be the action.
Okay.
But I am going to cast Polymorph and turn into a giant ape.
Okay.
And then climb up on top of the igloo and roar.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength athletics check.
Okay.
Climb up onto this slippery ass igloo.
That's a +9 in giant ape form, which is good.
And also you have... Oh, well, it didn't matter. There you
18.
Okay, no problem. You managed to scramble up on top of this thing. And inside the igloo, I mean, it's raining down shards of broken ice as this massive weight of this creature is lumbering on top of it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this thing to crack and then dump Riot on top of all of us.
Yeah, maybe don't dispel it at this point. Maybe just don't do that.
And that's it for you, just moving up there?
That's my action and my movement.
I don't like to split a session in the middle of combat, but we are out of time for tonight, so I'm going to save this table. This might be, considering we're leaving the session here, this might be the single strangest state we've ever had a combat encounter in.
So, keep a lot of notes, because we've got like 16 spell effects going.